Alright, here's the first series of measuring for the graphic. As you can see, I'm at the very tip top of the trailer. This is the band right here that I'm looking at. That's probably where the gold stripe's going to go. This is the printout that Greg sent me as far as the 1.5" stripe and the black border that should be around it. You can see the gold stripe should be about pretty much centered on this strip of metal that's up here at the top. This is where the Great Dane name was, right along in there. But this is where it should go. And you can see it's a pretty straight edge right here that the graphic should start. And you got a little bit about where my finger is of skin that starts. And what I did at the top was I put the medium on here and drew a line across here so that you can see how it starts at the top and where it should stop to give you guys a straight edge as far as where to start the graphic and measuring it. And then I just kind of went all the way down the trailer. When I get down to the bottom, I'll start back over and show you where I stopped and how we... Alright, so what I've done is you saw where I started at the top, and I basically come all the way down the trailer, putting the medium on here to kind of see where it goes all the way down so you can kind of get an idea of the ribs. The way I'm figuring this is the graphic should end about where my finger is right here on this line right here on the trailer. If it goes over just a little bit, we're still okay. But right here again is the same thing that you saw up at the top, which is the black and the gold stripe and the black, and it should end right here on this line right here on the trailer that you see where my finger is right there. So the graphic would pretty much stay on the rib skin part up here where my hand is, and then be black, then gold, then black again. And the gold stripe, I'm figuring, is probably going to center right dead on that center third rivet right here in the middle, so you could get a pretty good straight line with it. Now from here down, from this edge here down, is going to be painted back aluminum, and this is where your safety reflective tape LT is going to have to go. In the movie, this is silver from here down. We went ahead and painted it black to get the good primer and a good coat of paint over the aluminum to seal it real good, make sure it's good and tight. So that's how I did the figuring. So what I'm going to do now is pull this back off and measure from that line all the way down here to this line. And then we'll measure it lengthwise and get that measurement. Just one more time, I want to make sure I put the mark on there. So that's where it should end right here on this line. So that's pretty much where the graphic should end, all the way up to the top. So I'm going to yank it off now and measure it. Hope that kind of gives y'all a good idea of, you know, from top to bottom, the measurement. Alright, got her down, and I measured it from line to line, pretty much straight, and we got 8 feet, 1.25 inches, or 97 1/4 inches if I did the math right. So that's the way I measured it out. Alright, on the length of the graphic, what we're doing here is I put the stripe down the trailer pretty much where it's going to go, pretty much lining up dead center on this rivet right here where my finger is. So the graphic should start on the inside to keep everything symmetrical where my finger is here, and then run down the length of the trailer. And on the other end of the trailer, I have the same setup down there, so I'm going to measure from here to the inside of the other one on the other end. Alright, I had some guy help me, so we did it in 8-foot segments. We went all the way down here and checked everything. So I think from the inside stripe on that end to the inside stripe on this end, it came out right at 37 feet 3 inches is what we measured. I went back and did just counted your panels, which are basically 2 foot long, and you have 19 panels on the side of the truck, which is actually 38 feet. You subtract the 10 inches of stripe and border, it basically should have been about 37 2 inches if you do the math, but we came out with 37.3, so we're pretty near close enough, and that's good enough for me. So I'd go with a 37.3 for length. We got some room to play with there. So I'm saying 97.25 inches tall and about 37 feet 3 inches long. All right, let's do this thing. It's Monday, kind of a short day because the paint's still kind of tacky, but I did go ahead and pull off the tape so you can see it. Still a little overcast today, so it's not the greatest sunshine in the world. And here's the rear of the trailer. It got really nice. So we got some this and that work to do back here, touching up some other stuff, finishing up the rear bumper. Look really good to get those gold stripes on it.